Okay, so here I am at CircleDC at the Planet Word Museum. My first time here doing any type of convention like this, so really not quite sure what to expect. So here I am back home a day or two after coming back from CircleDC, and what you're about to see is basically the footage that I captured that I thought was worthwhile sharing with you from this first ever game con that I have ever been to. First of any size, really. Been to smaller meetups and stuff around town here where I'm based out of, but have never been to any type of con of any size. So this is a nice small one. Obviously it's fairly intimate, but it's always been the one that I've been most interested in, so I was really excited to go. That said, maybe I wasn't the best at getting all the footage and all the pictures that I could have. I think I was really living in the moment, which there's something good to be said about that for sure. But I really did get a good floor walk each day to show you what was going on and what was happening and share my final thoughts at the end of this video. I also did make some great connections for some future discussions and interviews and other games that I'd be able to preview maybe down the road, so watch out for that. But also I did have some interviews on site there, so I have at least 3 interviews that I do want to bring to you that are actually from CircleDC over the next few weeks, so stay tuned for those. And also, as always, if you don't want to miss any of that content coming forward, be sure to subscribe to this channel, like and subscribe to this video. It's really going to help get the word out about the channel in general. So take a look at what I got, and I hope you really do find a lot of value from what I got to witness at CircleDC in 2024. I just talked to Volko Runke, and he wants to see about getting better lighting in here. It's pretty noisy, pretty buzzy. People are just getting settled in though, so hopefully in the next little while some games will kick off, but still, like I say, just soaking this all in. We've got some games already started. For example, we've got a Literal Commander happening behind me. There's Pax Porfiriana, and further down is Liberty or Death, the coin game. So we got that going on. A lot of other prototypes that are happening here, including some great stuff from Dan Bullock. Our good man Dan, he's got both Fruit and Blood and Treasure are here as well. So lots of stuff going on here. Hopefully to dive into a couple of the games and even interview some of the designers and some of the personalities in general, but yeah, stay tuned for more. Hi, it is day 2 here at Fort Circle Convention CircleDC 2024. Saturday, had a pretty full day yesterday. It's my first time to actually, take a minute and take stock on all the things that are going on. Yesterday, there was a lot of just getting to know people, just meeting a lot of people that I've been really looking forward to meet here and talking with them, talking about games and whatnot, kicking the tires on a few games as well, testing some things out. One game I got to play all the way through a few times actually was Lenin's Legacy. That's GMT Games, the new Matthias Kramer one that Joe Duris was showing off. Got my butt kicked 2 times in a row there. Otherwise, just kind of dipping my toe in and testing waters in some games. I even ran a teach of 1979 Revolution in Iran. But today I actually got into a few games so far. I was able to play Case of the Catalans, 1716 or 1719. I'm blanking on the date already. Had a fun time with that as the Savoy Empire, I believe, the Kingdom of Savoy. So that was fun. I did pretty good at that. My first time ever playing that with 5 players. I think that's pretty good. And then I got to check out the new updated version of Stonewall Uprising about the queer rights movement in the United States in the 20th century, and had a lot of fun with that. Did good. I won for queer rights, so it was a really great victory there. But yeah, a lot going on now. Not in any particular game, but as you can see, there's tons of games going on right now. So, for example, we've got Dan Bullock's new United Fruit game about fruit companies exploiting Latin America. Pretty wild. I haven't had a chance to play that one yet, but I hope to get to check that one out soon. We got some other fun games going on here, like good old perennial classic Pax Premier has made its way to the table. Of course, we've got Tori Brown here. She's showing off Votes for Women. I hope to play this later on today, maybe tomorrow, actually, and hopefully I talk to Tori in a little bit, met her briefly. We got some games for the kids, games for the youngins here.
There's some other stuff being play tested, including Bosses of the Senate. I'm going to play this one tomorrow morning. Can't wait to check this out. This is something being demoed for the first time here. It's the box looks nice, so maybe they're close to actually getting something done here, getting a produced game. It actually is a really nice looking prototype. That's one of the better looking prototypes I've seen in a while. Pretty nice to see the physical copy there. We got some celebrity game designers here playing Rebel Fury. We've got massive, check this out. Massive game of Star Wars Rebellions here with all the minis for all the different planets. This is pretty wicked, pretty amazing. And of course, this is a game I thought I'd get in on, but they started without me. That's okay. I can always play this one. It's Jay Nagara. Gotta love that. So that's Severio actually made it. We were worried he wasn't actually going to make it this, but there he is. This one looks really cool too. This is called We All Take From the River. I think it's a brand new game. I'm not sure if it's actually released or if this is a really nice looking prototype, but there it is. We've also got Chicago 68. Hope to try this one out later. Maybe talk to Yoni in a little bit. Been hanging with him a bit so far. I was able to play this one a while ago, play test it about a year or so ago. Pretty cool game about the 68 Democratic Convention in Chicago and the riots that came about due to that convention. We've got some Churchill madness over here.
They went for a better
Pretty wicked.
and now they're buddy-buddies, and they're like,
These are
Excuse me, boys. Excuse me. What else have we got? We've got, I don't even know what this is. Overthrow, I believe? Not quite sure what this one is. All sorts of fun stuff being tested here. Just the Robin Hood, seeing that in the flesh, pretty cool. I tried a round of that, didn't get too far, but at least I got the gist of how that works. Getting a lot of attention here. Over this end of business, we got a round of, looks like arcs going on. Arcs happening. Game of Banish All Their Fears. And then this is Volko Runke's, one of his newest designs called Coast Watchers. About people watching out in the Pacific during World War II from the Pacific Islands. Pretty cool. Great looking prototype, obviously, but it's probably pretty far along knowing Volko and how he operates. So getting a lot of attention with this in Blackbeard this weekend. And then this game I just finished playing recently, Stonewall Uprising. Pretty great game. It just nice, fluid. Played really quick, really easy to grasp, really tense, really came back a wire seesaw battle at the end between The Man and Queer Pride, and like I said, Queer Pride at the end. So, and of course we've got Molly House being played over there too. So lots going on right now, and hopefully get to check out a few more things and talk to a few more people before this all closes off the next day and a half here. But a lot of great activity. DC is a really nice place. Really glad I made it. Glad to finally make one of these conventions and have a great old time. Cheers. Hey everyone, now it's the final day of CircleDC 2024. It's a Sunday, it's just afternoon, and things are, well, they're still kicking off in full force, I'd say. I had a really good game of a prototype of a game called Bosses of the Senate, which is all about the robber baron era of the Senate in the United States. Really cool, really thinky. It turns out I'm not a great greedy politician, so I didn't fare too well in that game, but it was really beautiful looking, had some great prototype materials. It's still looking to be picked up actually, so I really hope that that guy gets a publisher, because it is near complete in the state it was in. Otherwise, lots of other cool stuff that's happening right now. Some games are still holdovers from yesterday. For example, I can see the Star Wars Rebellion game is still set up. So that must have been going since yesterday. I think it's the same game anyway. We got that, would have it, this would be the space table, I guess, because this is the Eclipse Second Dawn of the Galaxy just got set up this morning too, so that's being played as well. We got some folks who are going to attempt to play Westphalia, or have you played it?
we're attempting to.
Attempting to set up. You need 6 for this, right?
We're waiting on people.
Okay, hopefully that'll come together for you. That should be a riot. We got some other playtest stuff going on here. I'm not even sure what this is. This is new to me. I have not seen this at all, so it must just be just been busted out today. Very cool. Here's another political game, I believe, Power Broker. I remember hearing about this one. Yeah. So this is about House committee hearing, Senate committee hearing, very U.S. politics based. Oh, cute, you got a little gavel hammer there right now. So obviously something being play tested. Don't know if they're just finished or just setting up. Here's a game I was hoping to get into, but actually my other game went a little bit late, unfortunately. This is the Knights of King Lud, game about the Ludites. That Yone here, the designer on the left, is taking people through. A good 4-player game apparently. Can't wait to try this eventually, but it's yet another example of something with really good prototype materials that's almost ready for consumption. But yeah, he's still gonna be shopping this one around a little bit. Yeah, can't wait to actually try that out. It went out. Favorite game of mine, Versailles 1919. Going with the 3-player option, it looks like, so this one's always pretty fun. Here's one I tried yesterday. This is apparently going to be a new ICS title. It's a space game, basically, but based on the Irregular Conflict series, set in space, though. So very early prototype, but I tried it out. It's very smooth, very fun. Still got a little bit to go through, obviously, but the bones are there, for sure. I think you'll see the likes of this one in GMT Orbit in the future. We've got one of Volko's games again. I'm not even sure which one this is. I don't even know what this is. It's got the Fields of Despair screens, but I don't know if that's what it is, because I've never actually seen that game in person, so maybe that's what it is, but looks like a really cool hidden movement type of game. We've got another prototype here. I believe this is by Talia Rosen, I believe. This is called the first Tuesday in October, if I remember correctly. It's about the Supreme Court, the development of the Supreme Court over the century. And, oh yeah, favorite of mine, Verstindasvolk, has made it to the table too. And what else? Did I miss anything? Oh, there's a couple other very prototypey games going on here. We've got Hammer and Sickle once again. Oh, excellent. This is Alex Knight's Hammer and Sickle is in full effect, in full swing here. He's putting it through the paces this weekend. Really great to see this play tested. We've got some folks playing The Hunt from Salt and Pepper Games. That one looks beautiful. I'd never seen it before, so nice to see that one too. And then finally over here, we got someone who looks like they're just setting up Border Reavers. So this one's about ready to pop off, it looks like. And then we've got another play testing, lots of play testing going on. This is great. Which game is this?
Peace 1905.
This is Peace 1905. Okay, excellent. This is one of Maurice Suckling's games that are in development right now, so really cool to see this one hitting the table. Maurice has got a lot in the hopper. He's always doing these nice little sort of pockets of history just before or after wars, it seems like, so very cool to see that one out there as well. Okay, so that is what's going on here. You see things are thinning out a little bit. Some folks have left. But there's still a little bit more to go. I'm only going to be around for another hour or so, or a couple hours anyway, but this has been quite the experience. Okay, so after 3 full days here at my first ever board gaming convention, things are starting to wind down here a little bit. I might be able to get one more game in, but I thought I'd share my thoughts on what it's like to be here at CircleDC 2024. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Ever since last year's came and went, and I saw some of the footage coming out of there, I'm like, oh yeah, that is like the board game con for me. I know there's tons of other ones that go on, a lot of them in the United States, so I'd have to probably fly down to them, but there's only specific ones that I thought were really for me. This one, SD HistCon, I mean there's a couple others like GMT East I probably could have got to, but this is the first one I finally decided to pull the trigger on. All right, book the flight, book the stay, let's go down, see what happens. So came in on a Thursday night, so I got to meet a lot of people the first night, and we were all together at a bar, for better or for worse. Great to finally see some people face to face that I only really kind of knew from online, if anything. Some people maybe I had some video chats or other Discord chats with, but this is the first time actually meeting pretty much everyone here face to face. And to walk in and see a couple familiar faces right away was very helpful and got me really excited for what the rest of the weekend was going to bring. Unfortunately, it was a really great bar with lots of great beers and just
maybe a few too many for me that night. Trying to find the energy the next day, get going, was a little tough, but yeah, coming on into the event, just trying to absorb as much as I can. I mean, really was trying to accomplish a lot here. Wanted to play some stuff, wanted to test some games I'd heard of, wanted to discover other games that I had never heard of before, maybe play test them. Wanted to do a couple interviews here, a little bit stuff for the channel, and also just to hang out and have fun. And the tough part was just trying not to have FOMO while actually being there. Fear of missing out, but I'm actually in the space because, hey, I can easily get distracted. Ooh, what's this thing over here? What's this thing over there? Try and make sure you meet the start times of the games that you're supposed to be playing or signed up for, certain things I didn't want to miss. So kind of got pulled a few different directions. But I think the lesson here is try not to overplan, but try and pick, maybe 1 or 2 games that day that you definitely want to play. That could be your focal point. So I think of when I'm playing games with folks back home, it's like, hey, we're playing 2, maybe 3 if we're doing a filler on a full day of gaming. So you can only expect to get so much in. So like that first Friday, I was kicking the tires, play testing some things or little pieces of games here and there, seeing how they're played. So that was very interesting, but the brain can only take so much. So I had to make sure I had some downtime and some chill out time, but really got to check out a lot of very cool games. Standouts for me was, really only one turn of Crisis 1914 by Maurice Suckling. We're looking forward to when that's going to come out very shortly, actually. The new Stonewall Uprising is really great. I played a full game of that. That was excellent. I just sat and played Bosses of the Senate earlier, and that was really cool too. It's going to take a little time for me to wrap my brain around that, but I still haven't found a publisher yet, so hopefully there's some time to get that one out there into the world, because I think it deserves to be played. And also playing Devil's Advocates. It's still kind of in a rough and ready form, but being able to talk to the designer, Mar, someone that just wasn't even on my radar to meet and talk to here at this event, but I thought they were really fun, really awesome. We got a quick interview with them, and hopefully can edit that together soon and share that with you, because I think that game is very interesting and a very interesting topic. One of the best things to take away is honestly just hanging out with people. Again, people that I've known from online for many years now, but being able to just sit and hang out and have a meal together. At one point when we stepped out for dinner the other night, I think I'm sitting around Joe Dewhurst, Jason Carr, Liz from Beyond Solitaire, David Thompson, and Mike Ziloblitz. So that was a great company to be in, and that's tons of other people beyond that I forgot that I knew that I could look forward to seeing here. So hanging out with a lot of great like-minded people, meeting other new like-minded people as well, that was really fun. So that's probably the best thing about the whole event. Like, even if I only got to play little pieces of games here and there at all, just being able to hang out and meet these people, it's been awesome. So that's really what I came here to do. Hopefully I get to do this next year, maybe plan things out a little bit better and plan where I'm staying with people and make that a little bit more convenient overall. At this point, I really do feel that I have to give a big shout out and a thank you to even some of the individuals that aren't there, that weren't able to participate, that I wish could have been there. I have really gained a lot from the online communities over the past few years that have allowed me to connect with other gamers, other designers, other content creators. Most of those have been on Discord, where I'm sure a lot of you people out there watching today have made connections with fellow gamers too. So I really do have to give a shout out to the coin server. The GMT's coin server is probably one of the first places I logged onto Discord and really started engaging with some great designers and other players. Also, the Whirligig server has been a huge great resource for meeting other people, other like-minded gamers down the road too. And then some other content channels, mostly the Homo Luden server, Fred Serval server, and then Liz Davidson server for Beyond Solitaire. If you go to either of their video channels and you subscribe and you contribute to their Ko-Fi, then you will be able to get access to those channels too. These channels have all really helped me hit the ground running at this event. I was able to walk into a room full of virtual strangers. Maybe they're faces I recognized, maybe the people that I had talked to directly over the years or even gamed with online, or maybe I've just seen their faces in videos from other content creators. But right away I felt like I was welcome, part of a family, meeting old friends that I've known for a long time, and could really hit the ground running. It was a very welcoming experience rather than starting from scratch. So being able to walk into a room and instantly start having fun, start having these conversations was great. So highly recommend it. If you're looking for communities like these, please do tap into them, because these events only come along once a year, but they're a great way to meet people, then also to keep up with people after the fact. So I have to thank every one of you that have contributed to these communities and have fostered these communities, of moderators, the content creators that are out there that are fostering these communities. Thank you so much. It really helped me hit the ground running at CircleDC 2024.
Really, ultimately, I think I've checked all the boxes of everything I wanted to check here. Maybe there's a couple games that I was hoping to play, but there's lots of time to play games. It's really making those connections and talking with people and lining up things for the future for other interviews too. So a great time. Really recommend it if anyone can make it out to this in the future. CircleDC. I don't think it's gonna disappear anytime soon. Once a year, Kevin's got a really good engine rolling here, and he really wants to showcase a lot of games on Fort Circle and beyond Fort Circle. So great time had by all, and can't wait to do it again next year. Cheers.